Alrighty then. uh, okay then. Hey guys, this is the High Asinus here. Welcome back to a new segment of the Acidity stream. This is the sixth entry of the stream series I'm gonna make so far, and it's been a while since I actually posted OBS. I was gonna make a video on my console on the PS5 of a recent IP, but there was some technical issues from my side. The face cam was not showing enough. My mic for the console was kind of broken, so I have no choice but to usually create some content with OBS on my PC at the moment. And in the meantime, I'm kind of stuck with this predicament until I get this done. So yeah, I won't be able to actually use the stream. I'm kind of swamped with that, but at least I got a PC to showcase it, and we got a lot of shit to do that needs to be showcased. So in my last stream, I did say that I was gonna play some Minecraft for 1 hour. It's been a while since I actually kind of stream. I've been busy with stuff, life, and other type of shit, and it's not that simple. So as a promise, I might as well try to usually get that sorted out. It's not that simple to say the least, but like I said, I've been gone for so long, I've constantly forgot what it's like to actually create content. Here we go. So yeah, I've been kind of preoccupied with life, and I did say that I was going to showcase some Minecraft footage as part of the wheel. I might need to update the Wheel of Fate, but I don't know. Yeah. There's like a lot of shit I need to do to get myself sorted, and it's not that simplistic to say the least. So yeah, uh, I'm gonna try Java Edition. Is that uh yeah, I'm not gonna play Bedrock. I'm gonna play Java, and this is the only one that doesn't have Game Pass support. So yeah, yeah, and let's do this. Wait on install. Ooh, we got a lot of shit to do, and it's not even funny. Oh, my bad. Kinda forgot that you had to start. Man, it's been a while since I actually played Java. Most of my videos I usually showcase is usually from Bedrock. I never actually play anything that's usually Java related. I've been gone for, let's just say, a couple of weeks. I've been busy with a lot of shit on my end. Maybe because there's like too much stuff. There's like, responsibilities that have to be taken care of ahead of time. There's like a lot of, I don't know. Like today, I'm gonna play this segment from 123 to maybe 223. I don't know. It's also gonna be a short video because I start my videos at 10 a.m. But it's a little bit late from my end, and there's like a lot of stipulations from my side. It does timeliness and try to stick to a schedule that works for me. But it we can't have everything we wanted. So I guess this stream will end at 5. And I got a lot of stuff to indicate, so your guess is as good as mine. Uh, there's also a lot of things. We got weekly events coming up. Do I have a lot? Oof. While that's ringing up, I might as well check my site to see if the stream is doing good. Yeah. Oh, that was fast. Let's see what we have. Let's try full screen. Yep. Apparently, on a Java edition, if you click outside the border, it goes off. Why? I don't know. Anyhow. Oh yeah. Anyhow, so yeah, so in Java, there's like a lot of issues with multiplayer. The problem with trying to play multiplayer on Java is that if you're on the newest version of the Java edition, it will be incompatible with the previous version that used to be on. So for these ones, you constantly have to usually either re-enter the same passcode or hope for the best. And sometimes these server owners don't really update that. That's why a lot of people. That's why a lot of people play Bedrock when it comes to multiplayer because it's always on the latest version and doesn't have any compatibility issues. Of course, when it comes to Bedrock, you can't just add servers. It doesn't really work. It's not usually guaranteed to work, and most of the time, it's not really the same scene as Java, where you can just add it. But Java is like a pain in the ass because I'm assuming that the installer that I did now was like the newest firmware update for the software, and I had to delete this. And it is what it is. So anyhow, let's try Extreme Craft. So I I'm gonna try to I'm gonna usually do it. Okay, so we got grinding, PvE. Yeah, I can tell that this is like gotta be like an anarchy server. We got prison. I want to go to the one that has the highest Safari count because it's more engaging. Yeah, so this is it. So a lot of servers have a lot of PvP elements to it. There's like a lot of limitations about the spawn. We got the ass of a deal. I don't know why. Yeah. So it's been like ages since I could. So I had to go way far away. Yeah. So the biggest issue with a lot of survival servers is that there are limitations. And it's really restrictive to say the least. And I created this second tab so you can actually type. Yeah, I got some currency on my screen. And now I can actually write something. Can I really mine here? Okay, there's some limitations. You can't. Yeah, so there are limitations when you can't cannot build. They don't actually specify how which game you can build. It's really kind of inconsistent at best. Like you have to go way far to actually get the freedom to do anything. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's a fight mode. I mean, it's kind of good. Yet, another issue with Java is that the chat box would take 90% of the screen, and it's really kind of hard to actually see where to go. I wouldn't say that this game is really kind of bad, but Java has a bad tendency where it's usually so dated that I could probably see why people play Backlog than, let's say, Java. Although it's hard to add a server on it, and you know, so I guess that so I played this at 2:23, and I should be done at. I played this at 1:23, and I should be done at 2:23 for this segment, and then let's move on with the next title. Kind of hard to say which is which, but you know. assume that this might be a better experience nostalgia or that classic feel from back in the day, but I don't know. It's hard to play multiplayer when the chat feature takes up like 95% of the screen and you can't even see the gameplay. But I would say this is that the online community for the multiplayer section of this game is pretty active. That I would give it some credit. It's pretty active. It's pretty active. My starter spoon is broke. Again, why do I need a text? I don't really. You don't need to tell me that my starter spoon is breaking. I can literally see from my side. You don't need to tell me that firsthand. Yep, that is broken. Let's go to an area that has a lot of resources. Oh, that's just maybe there you want to go to. Oh, it has an easy transition. That's nice. I would give it that. I mean, this is the entirety of the game. For some reason, the whole so far experience is usually fun with multiplayer. It's not usually fun when you play by yourself. Oh yeah, these are the guardians. So people get to be, you don't have any armor. Yes you do. Yeah. As long as you can actually honestly I don't even know what to do on this. create a pod and actually showcase what the servers have. I don't even know what to do next, but my guess is as good as mine. Yeah, I guess I could try to tell you the story when I actually did have a OD copy before Mojang was part of my Microsoft, and 3Gs is all the trees have been stripped dry. I cannot find a single tree that's not drip dry. Got some material for wood. Honestly, I don't even know what to do next. I just find a base that's usually good. Maybe get lucky and find a base that suits my needs. It also reliability. I don't know. It's been like ages since I actually played a recent IP outside of it, but this has been around since I don't know. What is it? Like I said, I don't even know what to say, but you know, my your guess is as good as mine. I don't even know what time it is. Again, I have not been playing this title since I don't know. It's been like ages since I did play this. Oh, we got some free wood. Okay, we got some free wood steak. Now, why would somebody leave this around? I don't know, but I'm gonna all the free wood. I'm gonna have to defend us about the free resources. You gotta admit, people like to leave this around, you know, and lucky. This should make it easier to say the least, but uh, I really don't even know what to do, but I guess we'll take that. Okay, so we got some material we needed. Now, it might be superior than a stone axe, but I need some space. Uh, Honestly, I don't even know what to do. I guess we could say that the game is fun if you play on multiplayer, then offline. And honestly, I don't even know what to say. And I guess you could say that I got a lot of time to kill. I guess we have to find that one specific area that we can actually use to build a base. And maybe we might be lucky enough to actually find it, so I don't know. Now I don't know what the shards would do in this server, but I can only assume that it might be useful for some kill. Like I said, I've been playing Java since, like I say, 2015, but that was like ages ago. I can only imagine that. Like I said, I got a lot of stuff to do. Oh yeah, there's no Game Pass support with this. I mean, yeah. Oh, I was using the wrong tool. I'm so stupid. I was using the wrong tool. Okay, I did use the axe, but I'm so exhausted, I don't even know what to do. The audio seems kind of not the same. Honestly, I don't even know what to say, but I'm going to assume that this is one of those times. Well, the only thing I would say is that at least this is the opportunity I can actually get a lot of resources. So I'm not complaining. It's 150, and yeah, you don't need a time. You don't need a time and demo access breaking. It's not that necessary. Yep. Uh, yeah. Missiles are useless for now. Um. Okay, that didn't work. That was a waste of time, but do we even need? I think we could actually be good with this wood. I wouldn't know about the whole schematics about it. Like I said, I thought that would usually work with that command, but it did it. I don't even know what to say, but I'm going to assume that. I mean, listen, it's hard to get commentary when this game doesn't have anything to show. maybe this game used to be kind of good, but to be fair, this game is kind of good to play on the go. If you have a gaming laptop and you want to play this on the go, and let's say travel from state to state, have nothing to do in your spare time, but it's not great to play on home because it gets tedious, repetitive at best. Now, if that's your forte, if that's a prerogative, I'm not gonna stop you. But for me, it doesn't hit the same. At least it does. Don't get me wrong, it is kind of fun to create stuff in your spare time, but it doesn't really work. Okay, I can make this my base. Alright, well, I can make this my base. At least we got some material to work with, so yeah. Oh, we got enemies. Well, you could get currency for kid enemies. Okay. Okay, I can use it as a starter base. Okay, that's how they usually quit. This is not fun. Yeah. Yeah, this is not my forte. Not really. Yeah, this is not my forte. I've tried to give it a chance, but yeah, a lot of these servers are actually kind of tedious from my standpoint, and there's no actual point. Like I said, I tried to give it a chance, but Java doesn't hit the same. I could be wrong, I could be biased, but it doesn't hit the same anymore. All right. Well, let's consult the wheel of fate. Maybe this will actually give us the coverage we actually need. Let's see what we have. Alrighty then. Anything goes. Uh J. I don't have an image to showcase. I'm just gonna do a random video. I'm just or yeah. I'm out for this usually. I don't know what to say, but okay. The okay. Yeah, it's gotta be a dimension. am back, and that was the longest 30 seconds I usually have. Alrighty then. Well, since the real lineup on anything goes, we might as well try to do something completely different in the meantime. Uh, I don't know about the whole schematics about it, but your guess is as good as mine. I have no idea what to do next. Uh, let's try the made display. So yeah. Uh, since it's 2:48, we won't end this segment for anything goes until 3:48. I'm assuming, but your guess is good as mine. So in relation to Minecraft, let's try a free tool. Uh, okay. I am assuming that I'm going to assume that I'm going to assume that this is one of those world builders. And I don't even know about it. Like I said, I don't use Java that much. I guess we could usually make this miscellaneous. I don't know what else to do, but I guess we could talk about some random shit. I want to use, but I don't use Java. So yeah, I'm not sure if that actually works, but yeah, I'm not gonna do so. That's like I could look at IG wheels, but you know that's not really something I want to show on YouTube. TikTok, nah. X, nah, nah, nah. Skip that. Don't want to show that. This is kind of complicated at best. I don't even know what to do, but whew, 2:48 to 3:48. I guess we could just look at. I don't even know what to do. Uh, I guess we could do a tier list because why not? I'm bored. I might as well make a tier list of some random crap you can find. Uh, let's try gaming as well. Uh, I guess we could try. I don't know franchises. Okay, okay. Let's see what we have so far. I might be a gamer, but you know, I've been gaming since like 2007, so I'm gonna make this kind of facts and kind of simple. This stuff from the list from top to bottom because I'm usually kind of bored. Uh, Mario Kart. I mean, it's okay for this whole premise, but it's also a pain in the ass to play through. Most of the time, it's not even that bad. Uh, but the multiplayer is way too competitive, so yeah. Uh, Mario Luigi, A2. It's not that bad of like an IP, but it seems that you can't really grind compared to auto RPGs, and it's a one shot of a RPG where you can't grind the same area like in Final Fantasy. So it is what it is. Donkey Kong. I like to say B tier, depending on the game itself. If you're talking about Bonanza, yeah, it is kind of good to some degree, but it's not really the most. It's a good title. You usually have to be specific. Diddy Kong Racing. Uh, it's okay, but it's way too easy for my taste, and it's really not my forte. So yeah, Metroid. Not that bad, but the idea that I need to backtrack to get the same updates, and the fact that there's like multiple endings, that's why creating the game faster. Yeah, it's not usually possible to do. So yeah. Pokemon Go. Honestly, I actually did play the app when it first came out. The problem is it got really tedious and it was usually a pain in the ass. It was the best way to get a lot of mods you can't usually get, but the thing is that some of the mods have a really tight RNG aspect, and you need a phone that has a better 5G connection where you live. This only works in cities like in New York where there's like a lot of Pokestops, but you live, let's say, in the most rural areas in Texas or Delton or San Antonio, it wasn't really possible to do. You could actually do this in places like Seattle, but it wasn't really possible. And not to mention, it will overheat and the app will never work. It's not. I went Mario Party, average, Donkey Konga. It, it's, it was just I mean, it's okay. Uh, it's not that bad to say the least. I mean, I like the idea of it being a rhythm game, but even then, it's just so meh. Luigi's Mansion, good
Shopping for your next
premise,
car? What
but
about third row
not up to
seats?
execution. Super Mario.
They say we're out of sync.
You got the freaking ass. Chibi Robo, not that bad. The game itself is not that bad. I like the exploration. I like the idea that you explore, but it could be better.
Shopping for your next car? What
WarioWare. I would put this in S tier because at least most of the Mario games have a lot of diversity, and the mini games are kind of integrated now to actually award it a actual pastime. So what can you? Wario Land, good games. Really like the experiments from the first, and it's kind of unique to say the least. Uh, Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Again, good premise, but
shopping for your next car?
the first game for the GBA was kind of good. But after that, it was mostly leaned to a Pikmin type, like Tammy like layers. Not that much. Wario's. Uh, I would put this in F tier. Ever since Dynasty Warriors came about, let's say in 2001 and onwards, a lot of the franchises are usually the same and usually kind of tedious. A lot of Warrior games like One Piece, Gundam, Gotch, Berserk, any type Fist of the North Star that has the same Warriors motif, it's always repetitive. It gets tedious. You do the same exact shit, and this is like the same with Highway Warriors and any type of Warriors title that follows the same formula. There's nothing really different. The only game I liked was in the Warriors series was Strike Force for the PSP, but at least they have to come in cozy to add new mechanics that make it more fresh out. And but that's the scene is that with Strike Force and the game for the PS Vita, Warriors games only work on a portable system than on a home console. Most people will usually grind on the go, but not grind in the house. If you catch my drift. And it's nothing really that simple. I would pretty much say that if you ask me, I would rather play them on the go. But they make too much of that same crap multiple times that it gets tedious. Fire Emblem, I cannot see that. I does have to skip. Super Princess Peach. I mean, the game's okay, but I don't know. I can't really commentate. Game & Watch. Not that bad. I like the fact that you can kiss sometimes. That's why I try to get the high school. And I like the
Shopping for your
fact
next
that
car?
and I like the fact that you can pretty much get a lot of no variety with the mini games. So it's not that bad. Arms. Best game in the franchise. I like the fact that it has a simple premise, and I like the competitive nature of it. So yeah. Rhythm Heaven. I would say detail. I like the premise of the music. I like the premise of the timing, but it's so tight to the point where even on the P-Rex stages, you can usually fail. So basically, Super Mario Maker. I would give it positive credit for giving you the option to create some stuff you can't usually do, and it's not that bad. Uh, yeah. Mario Tennis, neither bad or good, but it's really, really, it's really, it's really not that bad to say the least. It's not so tedious from my point on. Barrel Blast, have I already played? Strikers, it really does. It's okay, but it really does like FIFA at this point on, and it's really, it's really just like FIFA 2015, but with Nintendo IPs, and it's not really that much engaging to say the least. Okay, uh, only Crossroad Training. I didn't play that. Dr. Mario. It's not my forte. The puzzles are usually kind of convoluted, and it's not really what I expected. So yeah. Uh, Pikmin. Cut them told. Nah. Want to Trish. Did I play this? Crab House. I pretty much say I put it in C tail. It's not bad, no good. It's that said, trying to usually get every step is really kind of tedious, and it takes forever to actually get a fruit. Splatoon. I have to put this F tier. The biggest problem with the Splatoon franchise is that it's always
Shopping
online,
for your
and
next
you
car?
need to be connected to
What
the
about
internet
third row
outside.
seats?
Even single player campaign, you have to be online to start the application, regardless if you have the cartridge or a digital copy of the game. It's not usually fun to play it. It's fun to play the kids some time. The only thing I would give Splatoon some credit is that at least they have something else. But I would rather play Splatoon Rados than play Splatoon 3. At least like you always get your ass handed by someone that has no time. Some dude could actually spend a lot of time getting the best gear possible where you have a life outside of Splatoon, and you always get ass headed at the worst possible moment. Labo, it's not that bad. I like the idea that they offer you a lot of creativity with the tools. It's like a papercraft type of scenario. Now I know about papercraft to some degree in 2007, but I never did something intricate as Labo as this one, and it's not really that much of a bad
Shopping
system.
for your next car? What about third?
You could do a lot with Labo, and it was like the only type of IP you could actually code your own games to make it. There was a competition, but that was ages ago. Uh, Never played this. For Smash Bros, I'm gonna put an E-tail. It's not bad as a decent premise, but too many tryhards. People play this game way too much, and it gets really tedious to say the least. Mario Golf, uh, Paper Mario. I think I actually played this around, but I never got a chance to do so. Super Struggles, I never played it. Ice Climbers, Golden Sun, E-tail. Not as bad as Pokemon, but there was a lot of roadblocks, and I couldn't even get it through. Uh, Sonic Battle. It's okay. I actually did play the game before when I have the physical copy. But I wasn't that much engaged with about it. It was usually hard because it was isometric than a standard 2D fighter, and it wasn't that much easier to say the least. So, yeah, it's a give or take situation. Sonic Pinball, gotta put an E2 because it was usually kind of bad. Dark Hunt, never tried it. Bayonetta, honestly, I would give it a tier. Not too shabby, but you know, the third game kind of winning it all. Super Monkey Ball. Depending on the franchise, I see that the game itself is actually kind of good, but trying to get 100% completion is a pain in the ass, so it have to be a B tier. Chat Chat Radio, I would say is actually kind of average. I like the premise about the whole game as itself, and it actually is kind of good, but the gameplay and the controls were really kind of tight. Like trying to get 100% completion was a pain in the ass. There was like a lot of tight platforming you had to do in order to get the best results. And trying to get an A rank was a pain, in the ass. I don't know how they actually get that, but people have a lot of patience. And the funny part is, I actually have this on Steam. The Sonic Storybook series. I mean, there's only the Black Knight and the Secret of the Rings. I have the game on the Wii, but the controls were usually kind of bad. I don't know how people usually play this, but they have too much time. Sonic the Hedgehog. Not a bad game, but also kind of tedious to say the least. Crazy Taxi. Crazy Taxi. Uh, Whew, not too shabby. It's a cool arcade game, but it's not usually the best. Nights into Dreams. Again, a lot of the premise, but the whole scene gets really tedious over on. Pikmin, never have it. Oathbound, Muddle. Honestly, it could be better, but you know. Honestly, that's like the only RPGs where I usually say that it is kind of good from a designer standpoint. Animal Crossing, it's fine. It's not as a simulator, it's fine, but the biggest issue I usually have with this one is that the newest entry kind of sucks. There's more people playing the newest entry than there's a New Leaf, but then again, I can't really expect people to stay with New Leaf for God knows what. But it is what it is. Like we saw, detail. I like the story. It's well written. I like the idea of the setting, but the whole gameplay and the whole grinding to get to max level is tedious. There was some ways you could actually cheese the endgame content. That's by going to the same dino and fast food joint by maxing out your strength and build. But most of the time, it was really tedious. The newest entry was like a turn-based RPG, and it wasn't really that much. Even on hard difficulty, it was just too easy and just too grindy, at least for me. Xenoblade Chronicles, E-Tail. It's not really a bad game in general. It's just that the mechanics of that's too confusing. It's way too convoluted. If you didn't beat this game from start to finish, it was way too confusing. I didn't even beat a. I didn't even beat one of the franchises because that's how confusing this game is. Uh, Amiibo, no. Golf, nada. Metroid Prime Pinball, it's okay. I would say Sonic Riders, never have it. Astro Train, again, the game's kind of cool, but the whole combat is that's so kind of convoluted for my taste. So yeah, Nintendogs, uh, yeah, it's kind of weird. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, again, the way you grind is just so, I don't know. The Legend of Zelda, I have to put this on F tier. Maybe because the game is so convoluted and kind of confusing. It's not re. I would consider the setup franchises as a point and click adventure game where you have to usually do a lot of combat. I'm gonna assume that, especially Breath of the Wild, especially when it comes to Breath of the Wild and the newest entry for the Twitch, it's just so confusing too. Uh, Wii Sports. Uh, Again, not too shabby, but it could be better. Yoshi, again, the game's like fine, but it's just that it does get mostly confusing to say the least. Persona, I'm gonna put this Persona 5. I'm gonna put this on F tier, maybe because the story has a good premise, but the gameplay gets tedious way too often. My biggest issue with the game is that on hard difficulties, the game gets usually kind of hard. It's just so not. The day system kind of sucks. You can't really grind in the same area trying to get to, let's say, level 50 or try to get the highest level possible. You have to plan your days, and you can't really do anything out of the ordinary. And and sometimes you get in the Warrior we released, you have to you have to get max heart and free confidants to usually get the true ending, and you constantly have to usually do that in a certain amount of times. But the game never tells you where to find them, and the whole thing gets really tedious. Pokemon, uh, maybe back in the detail, maybe back in the day when the first game was good, but the news entry kind of sucks. You can't really transfer every Pokemon, and you can't usually do anything, and it's just too esport heavy. Pokemon Snap, honestly, I liked it. The one made by Bandai was actually kind of good. It was actually way better than what the Pokemon copy actually makes, including Nintendo. So yeah, I actually have a copy of on the Switch. It was actually way better than some of the stuff I usually play. So yeah, Advance Wars, never done it before. Arch Primal, Kind Generic, F Zero. I didn't really like it that much. Tight controls, bad hit point detection, and it gets really tedious and doesn't really make any sense. Sonic Boom, Puyo Puyo, Puyo Puyo. Uh, I think I actually did play a Puyo Puyo imitator with the Puyo Puyo and Tetris. I have the game. I also did play Doctors Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine for the PS2 as part of the correction. I think that was like ages ago, and it was whew, Darkstalkers. Not too shabby. It's not really my cup of tea at best. I'm not like anything else. There was like a lot of diversity into the character selection. There's like a lot of diversity in the combat. It's not really the most shittiest game compared to, let's say, Street Fighter, but it's actually the most functional one. It doesn't belong in A S tier because there's some issues that really have it being itself, but you know, it is what it is. Um, and that's what we have. Shin Megami Tensei. Honestly, I consider this as a better RPG. I consider this as a better RPG than, let's say, Dark Souls. Maybe because you had to utilize a lot of stat boosts. My only complaint about the Mega 10 series was in Shin Megami 5 Vengeance. That game kind of sucks because you had to do a lot of grinding and you had to do a lot of preparation to actually get what you want. The one for the Trish was actually kind of tedious at best, and it took me a long time to actually finish the game as a whole. I usually say this because there's some dungeons where you have to usually find a lot, and the amount of grind you have to do was kind of abysmal at best. It's not because I hated the game, I just hate the mechanics where you have to grind a lot, but you also have to find the right affinities, have to get the right soul, and have to usually start all the way from the bottom. It wasn't really that simple, but it does get tedious the more you actually play it. But it's a good game, depending where you play it. It's the best way to kill some time. The Order, Snippets, The House of the Dead. That uh, it's okay. It's not as bad as I actually anticipated, but there's some inputs that did the rest of it well, and it's really, really not. Marvel vs. Capcom. It's okay. The funny part is that I actually did play a MVC free on a tournament back in 2010. I think it was like ages ago when I actually played a few snippets. I don't have the game, but I do have fond memories of playing in a tournament that was a local bound, and did it in a library. It was, I would like to say ages ago since I actually played a first few minutes of this game. So yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. Oh, I guess we didn't get. Okay. Uncharted. I guess we could usually play Uncharted, but that's besides the point. Oh my god. There's too much shit going. Yeah, I have too much. This looks abysmal. Yeah, I have too much time on your hands. Y'all need to touch grass. Like that's excessive. Yeah, look at the overlapping. Y'all need. Okay, back on track. If we got something out of it. Biddy Hatcho. Uh, E-Tail. Not really a bad game, but also kind of convoluted to the point where I didn't know what the fuck I'm actually going. Ice Kid. Uh, the remake was good, but the base game for back in the day, it's not. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not, but I wouldn't know. Yeah. Versus Goblins, Kingdom Hearts. Uh, STO. People talk shit about Cage Free, how the game was lackluster, but to me, Kingdom Hearts was like the only RPG where you can actually do some stuff and actually gain experience at the same time. At least for KH3, it's like the only game in the franchise where I can pretty much grind for a bit, actually good. It's always the only game where you don't really need to grind if you are patient. I say this because I actually started my critical level 1 playthroughs on both by sleep, and the game is kind of simplistic. It is possible to beat the game on level 1. It does take a lot of time and patience, but it is actually kind of fun to play this. And it's actually kind of fun to actually grind for a bit since there's some areas you actually get better EXP. So, yeah, not too bad. I've always put this on S tier, and the game itself is, from KH3 to KH, I I would pick that any day. Uh, Hectic, not a bad game, but it could be better than actually anticipated. I just don't usually find the game to be interesting to say the least. So yeah. Acidity, I find this to be a better visual novel. Would I put Acidity? Where did I put Acidity? Never played this. Where do I put Acidity? I misplaced it anywhere. Oh yeah. So yeah, Acidity belongs in S tier. Maybe because it's the only visual novel where attention to detail is actually kind of important, and it's actually a better case. So at least you can actually read. Show Accountable, Bravery Default. Uh, it depends. It's a, I like the game. I like the RPG mechanics, but that all depends on the type of game it's actually presented. The one thing I like about Bravery Default and Bravery Second and the sequel is that you can actually experiment with a lot of your attack patterns, find some jobs that actually are kind of useful. My only complaint is that in the sequel, it was really grindy heavy. You constantly have to grind to actually get to the end bosses. In a hard difficulty, you have to do a lot of stipulations to make it work. It wasn't that much bad to say the least, but it was really grindy heavy. Uh, Disney's Susu. Honestly, it's not that bad, but the gameplay gets tedious too. The more you actually play, so yeah. Pokemon Stadium, Air Ride, Exact Bike, kind of generic. Balloon Fight, uh, Punch Out. Depending on the title, it could usually beat the Wii version, but you needed a lot of uh timing to get that started. Uh, Super Mario RPG. That's it's good. Honestly, it's the only RPG where it's like you can actually grind for a bit. Unlike Mario and Luigi, you can actually grind a lot in the same areas, and it's not that complicated to actually progress through. So, at the very least, you can actually does, you know. But I had to put it B tier because unless you actually got the remake, it's hard to actually tell where to go next. So you just grind for a bit and just head on. But still, at least you can actually just get tuck in. Uh, Honestly, not that bad. Not as bad as the last entries of the title, but it's not belonging in S tier because the hit detection is really tight, and it's like the same thing as DOA 5, where you have to time your attacks perfectly and telegraph your attacks well, otherwise you get your ass handed. Plus, the combos are really so convoluted, but at least it's possible to actually execute them. Uh, Making that Battle Network C tier. My biggest issue with the franchise is that while the gameplay is kind of good and I like the premise, it's confusing to progress in the story. They give you hints, but it's usually either fake. They give you hints where to go next, but most of the story is usually kind of convoluted and kind of not such a go to the point. You could understand where to go next, and you get lost. It comes to the point where you need to look up guides on the internet to on walkthroughs where to go next, but the problem was that a lot of the walkthroughs are so dated and out of touch that it's really hard to tell where to go next. The ones that RGNs are really a pain in the ass to follow through. It's not as if that it's not possible to beat it. Yes, but most of the time it's usually impossible. The sixth entry has a problem too. But most of the time the gameplay is it's great to play on the go, but it's not really great to usually try to process through. So that's why it's really bad. Uh Final Fantasy. It's the only RPG franchise I know that actually experiments with new combat systems and does really get stale. My only major gripe is that the install size is way too bulky, but at least with Final Fantasy, they actually know how to actually add new ideas. RPGs are not that bad, but I cannot do this for much longer, so we gotta watch some videos on YouTube. Let's see what we have. Uh, uh, don't know what to say, but let me find something else. Let's see what we have. Uh, uh Yeah, the teacher is kind of bored. But you know what's gonna be more funny? Uh, you know what's gonna be more funny than Tila's Sasquatch spends 24 hours in a haunted crack house. Yeah, so so big Big Alf spends 24 hours in a haunted crack house. Oh, what is wrong with me? I don't know. I can't. When you get 40 minutes in, I don't even know what to say, but uh, we gotta watch this. I had to see this. I had to see this. uh, that's it. What we have.
Each shot of me you listen, each shot of me you see I morph. It is how I stay camouflaged. Deal with it. Boom, morphed again. Pine Barrens Mansion, built 1888. Death, disappearances, whole families vanished. No one stays 24 hours in there. Guess who fucking is? My cousin Bob said he'd give me 20 bucks if I did it. I ain't no bitch. Plus I'm broke.
Okay.
If I die, just know my body count is 1,647. It's hanging on by a thread these days.
You're lucky.
Boom, morphed again. Ah, the whole place smells like fucking feet.
I don't understand this, but okay.
Boom, morphed again. Bro, these walls look brittle as fuck. Told you. Boom, morphed again. Swear if I see a doll and it moves, I will shit myself. All I ate today was 34 burritos. Boom, morphed again. Hour 2, not a damn thing yet. Maybe it's gotta be pitch black. That's in like an hour. Boring as foreign. If you sub, I'll stay all night. Boom, morphed again. Bro, I packed 6 bags of beef jerky, no fucking flashlight. Chat, this some dumbass survival move. Boom, morphed again. Yo, what the fuck? This ain't beef jerky. Boom, morphed again. Yo, chat, what the fuck? Someone in this house stole my beef jerky. I'm geeking the fuck out.
What?
Boom, morphed again. Nah, I can hate this. Boom, morphed again. Nah, bro. Nah. What the fuck is this? This house got coke dealers in the walls. Boom, morphed again. Where the fuck did the time go? Nah, for real. It was like hour 3. This says fucking hour 7. Boom, morphed again. Yo, chat, the fuck is this? These all got holes in them. From what? Some nasty ass ghost. Yo, what the fuck kind of frick off happened in here, bro? Bro, I'm not touching any of this shit. Nah, this is like some fucking cult. Boom, morphed again, hour 11. Fuck this house. Bro, nah. What the fuck? Why is it looking at me like that? Boom, morphed again. Yo, chat, why the fuck are my jerky sticks in their mouths? Who's playing games in this house, bruh? Nah, I'm not eating that shit.
I can't breathe.
Boom, 10. Morphed again, hour 12. I can't blink, not fucking once. And I gotta hide under this bed? Boom, morphed again. Hour 13. I still can't fucking blink. I think if I blink, I'll fucking die. Boom! Morphed again, hour 15 queers, I ain't fucking moving. Nope, perverted ass crackheaded ghost in this house. And I shit my pants. Fuck you, Bob, I hate it here.
Why?
Fucking found an elevator, why is there even one in here? Fuck! Oh. Boom, morphed again. Bro, what the fuck, why that one moving in late? Nah, hour 15 and I still can't blink. Fuck this mirror shit. Boom, morphed again. Bro, why is there music in this fucking place? Nah, I'm walking away from that shit. Where is the fucking bathroom? Boom, morphed again. Yo, please let there be fucking toilet paper in here. I ain't wiping my ass with this. Boom, morphed again. This ain't worth 20 bucks. I've had at least 20 fucking pounds of coke thrown at me tonight. Yo, I can see ghosts. Boom, morphed again, hour 16. Nah, last time I done this powder shit, I got harder than black diamonds. Where's the fucking soap room? I swear to fuck, I can smell the damn soap. Where's the fucking soap room? Bro, I know it's in here. Always trust your nose.
I found it, and it's playtime.
I love this place, but the holes are for sure too big. Boom! Morphed again, hour 17.
Wait, what?
I can read at the speed of light. Ekatala Shakuna Vekatatalins and Proskoragarash. Senegarvok book was boring as fuck.
What?
Fuck out of here with that Harry Potter ass shit. Boom, morphed again, hour 18. Yo, chat, look at me. I'm the motherfucking king of this coke castle.
What?
Boom, morphed again. Found the stupid ass haunted clock. It's about to be hour 19 any second.
What?
I fucking hate this place. Pine Barrens Mansion. Y'all some Colombian fucking drug dealers this whole time. Boom, morphed again. I can see ghosts, you can't see them, but at least they ain't black.
What?
Boom, morphed again. Nope. Nope. That's it, I'm burning this whole fucking place down. Boom, morphed again.
What?
I should clean this place. This place filthy as shit, ghosts ain't never cleaned. I'm gonna clean the whole fucking house. Who's haunted now, bitch? Hour 22. Hour 23. Get a bucket and a mop, that's some wet ass puss.
What?
Fuck this place. I'm almost out of this bitch. Yo, why they full of coke? Bro, these bitches got booger sugar in their bones. Who packing y'all like this? Boom, morphed again.
What
How
is
the
it?
fuck do I leave? I'm done. I'm done. Fuck you.
Yo, cousin, $20, you did it.
Fuck you, Bob. Boom, morphed again. Can't blink. Yo, share this shit. Sub, follow, tell your mom's boyfriend. I survived 24 fucking hours here. This was found footage universe. I'm gonna go fucking sleep. Listen.
I can't. Listen, bro. I don't have any content to showcase, but it was a reaction video, so what can you do about it? I don't know what to do, but it is what it is. We can watch more videos, but I'm out of breath.
Welcome back to...
I am out of breath at the moment. Ooh, that was funny as hell. I laughed my ass off. I couldn't contain myself. Okay. I guess we could try a Doom Macarado. Or a Mamako. Okay. So since we're done with YouTube at the moment, so the funny part is that I actually do have Doom, but I don't even know the latest Doom. We got the 64-bit. I never played Ultimate Doom. I wasn't a huge fan of Doom, but I will imagine there might be more. Okay. What to do in the next couple of hours is beyond me, but I'm so exhausted. It's not even funny. Can't really showcase a lot. Again, I'm so confused. I don't even know which is which, but we can check the weather. Crap. Anyhow. I don't even know what to do, so crap. This is so confusing. I don't even know which was which. I guess you can see the news. In tech. Okay. We got a Samsung phone. We also got the Gemini. ChatGPT with health services. That's not a bad idea. CoStar, Chrome steering, Draw Jank, Splatoon Rados. That's actually make a huge improvement. ChatGPT. We also get 41 corrupt items. Food to iPhone 17. Apple Watch travel licenses. Okay. We got a Water World Cup cheating scandal. Honestly, I don't have anything else to say. Let's try to read our names. I don't have anything different, so we might as well try something else. So Minecraft, we already did that. Let's see what we have. Main. Okay. I guess we could try to do that. Let me usually get this fixed around, and I should be able to get this around. I have to usually fix it in. Maybe I should get this fixed with RetroArch. Then I should be able to actually get it done. So, give me a sec.
And markups when you brand.
I'm back. It took me about 30 minutes to get it fixed, but I'm back. Should be able to usually get it done, but I am back. And what if we so? Sorry it took me forever. It took me a lot of time to get the right configurations set up, but I was able to fix some of the minute problems with an emulator, although I can't guarantee if it's gonna work. I tried every tutorial from my end. It wasn't really reliable. So let's gonna put this in, and we gotta use RetroArch for this. It's not showing up. Oh, maybe it is. Right, I need to set that up. Oh yeah. So I'm using this as my mainline control, but I had to set up the control account. Apparently, I didn't really consider that. Well, I didn't consider the fact that the input is not. Okay. So it doesn't want to work. Oh yeah. Oh, I had to change the configuration. So that's the problem I noticed. I had to change the configuration. Got it. So I guess it does work with do since 5. Okay. And I did say I was gonna do it name. So let's try the arcades. Like I said, I don't know about how name is gonna work. Like I said before, the scene about playing some name games from, let's say, oh, it does in fact work. Okay, it does in fact work. Okay, how does it work is beyond me. We can add this to favorites. As we know, this is actually working. Okay, so how do you actually add? says show me the title screen. How do you actually? How do you actually? Oh, I guess we know how to actually add the aspect ratio. Okay, that works. Maybe let's change it. Now, how do you actually start it? Like I said, I'm not used to playing name games, arcade or emulator. How do you even, bro? How do you even start the game? How? So that's a. Yeah. Nescasot. Yeah, I'm gonna usually close content. This is not working out the way I. Nescasot with the wheel of names with the emulator because I can't. So we know that arcade games you work with RetroArch, but the question is, which one's gotta be compatible? I guess we should find out. BS1. Okay. So we don't need RetroArch for this. We already had DockStation. And you know, it does. Let's close that. There's an update. Great. Uh yep, still updating. Okay, so we got DockStation. But maybe that's fine. When I should have it, but I just need to find it. There we go. Let's see if I can find what I need. we got that. Let's try something different. Let's try. Let's try something different. To my play so far. Hmm. Let's try. I want to say make. Let's try mold the chicken. Oh yeah, and needs the bios. Got it. Yeah, hold on a sec. Let me just update my bios for a minute. I forgot that I'm supposed to put the BIOS into it. Okay. We just do that instead. Yeah. Yeah, this is a constant issue. Can we just do the queue? Yeah, I'm gonna use RetroArch for this because this is ridiculous. Yeah, kind of unprepared. I should have actually got this done, but you know, I was too busy to upstairs, so yeah. Anyhow, well, if we can't usually do that, we might as well usually go to RetroArch. I don't like using it as much as the next person, but you know, different times call for different measures. The only PSP, there's one, there's really Swan Station and PCS, but let's use what we have. Okay, and that's a fact walk. I gotta save this. We gotta start something simple. We gotta start mold the chicken. Oh, I forgot. I forgot to usually edit the post. Yeah, this is like a fever dream. Oh, we didn't get everything else?
Silence!
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. have no idea, but it is what it is. Well, like I said, we gotta start get 3 levels from this game, and then we gotta be good. Well, like I said, I got nothing else to say, but let's consult with the wheel of names and see what's gonna be the next. See for next week, if possible. I might be busy, but we shall see. So let's consult with the wheel of names to see what we have. All right. Let's see what we have on the agenda. Dungeon loads. Alrighty then. I will keep that in mind when I make the last night stream. Anyhow, that's about it. There's really nothing else to say, despite the fact that I made some good progress. This was the only video where I was able to make this. I didn't do this maybe as early as 10 a.m. but you know me, life gets in the way. So that's that. Well, if you want to see more of these live streams, I'm gonna take a break from my doing 1 hour videos for each game from the PS5 from a day-by-day basis. Until I actually get a new headset and fix some of the webcam issues, I should be able to get that sorted out. The previous mic I have is usually kind of busted, so it won't be usable until I get that sorted out. But I need to get another headset for the time being. But until I get that fixed, I'm start doing PC streams live. But there's gotta be new content tomorrow. Have to configure the weird names. I got a lot more IPs to showcase, and it's gonna be pretty hectic. So beyond that, I'm just done for the day. But if you want to see more of my live streams from my site using OBS, subscribe, hit the like and dislike button, comment down below in the comment section, hit that bell, turn on notifications to get new uploads and alerts from your inbox, and share this video on other platforms if you can, such as Instagram, other platforms like YouTube or whatnot. And I will keep you guys posted of what I will stream next. Until then, hope you guys had a decent summer. It's gonna end in 2 months, and I will pretty much keep you posted for the time being once I get that sorted out. But until then, thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys have a decent day, and I will see you soon once I get myself ready. Until then, ta-ta for now. Sign out. Goodbye. And